my life I've been slipping with the enemy. So bad, all it does is envy me 24/7, never ever gonna let me be a host in a parasite. This virus is killing me. Need an antidote, racing like an antelope, trying to reach for safety when my flesh has got me envelope. Trapped between both worlds like an animal. It's like
Alright, we are back again, and this time hopefully no technical issue would stop our live. Okay, so I'm gonna invite Jamie right here and see if we can continue that we are doing right here in the studio. All right, so yes, if you're just joining us, this is the Grace Cast Radio. It's Just Time with Daisy. I am Daisy, and that is Gaming. Gaming, how are you doing this time?
I am good.
Okay, that's great. Yes, it's way better. I'm so excited. You have no idea. Okay. So yes, Gaming was telling. First of all, Gaming, before I continue, am I pronouncing the name well? Is it Gaming or Jamie? Oh, okay. Okay, Gaming. Okay, I got it. Yes. Okay, so tell us, where did you get that name from? How did you come about Gaming? From where?
Oh my God, you got story. Okay, are you ready for this story?
We want to hear all about it.
Okay, so let's just use Olumide. And then back in the day when I started rap music, and this came after playing drums for quite a number of years, I discovered that I could put words. Nice, good to go. So I thought Olumi. Then there was Rapman. So I said Olumide, the rap. Olu, then Mide, then Rapman, right?
Okay.
But it became too people to comprehend, so I had to break it down, and then I decided I wanted to switch.
So where did the G come from?
So yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So from Rapman, because there was another artist who went by the name Terry Rapman. So I was like, oh no, I don't want it to be like some other person. But talk about stuff. So my mind. All of a sudden, people just call me Gamey, Gamey. That's how the name came about. So Gamey is not an acronym for Gospel Association Media International. It's not that. It's just
So people started calling you Gamey, and then it got stuck.
yes. Yeah.
And here we are. So where
Yeah.
are the other guys?
Oh well, they still do their thing, right? But, different. What do you mean by why the other guys? Like, I don't.
Olumide,
Okay.
the rap man,
Yes.
every other person
They're
that came into that.
all in. I mean, different processes is what you're now.
I want to hear about the processes, because so far we only know about the drumming start. So how did you move from drumming to rapping?
Okay, how I moved from the rap was drumming, right? And so this friend of ours, he introduced me to rap. He was the first person that I actually saw rap, because I never really just paid any attention to rap music. And he rapped. I heard it. So I knew timing, I knew precision, I knew how to flow in the beat. And so when I listened to rap and I recited those lines back into the beat, I just keyed in. I knew. So to write my own rhymes, and I got to a point where I knew that this was what I was supposed to be doing. So I started to majorly, yeah.
So it's just skills and then the right opportunity, and you keyed in, and it just flew from there.
Oh, well, I'm speaking from the talent point of view now, right?
Yeah.
But the view where I knew, right, that I had a message to give to the world, right, on because I've been saved when I was teenage years, right? So when I started to write rhymes, I only just wanted to talk about God, be through the word, come from that. That's what it is.
Wow. Okay. So, right from your teenage years, you have always known that it was God that you wanted to use your talents for. And eventually, when you discovered that you had the talent and all that, it just became all natural that you had to do this for the gospel. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just needed to recap that to be sure, because the network is really um, not helping matters too much, but it's fine. Okay, so let's talk about where you're coming from. Hmm? You're coming from Nigeria, a place where being a Christian can be judged because because of the African culture and all of that. And looking at the kind of song that you do, I mean, you do hip hop gospel, Afrobeat gospel, and you look like you look like the new school gospel right now. So how have people taken your song so far? What has been the reception rate?
Okay, the reception songs. Um, so it's good. It's been encouraging. It's a
Encourage.
lot better. It's a lot better. God, we did not have a lot of media outlets about the tradition of promoting what you have, getting it across to the people. Nobody knows why on churches because you identify gospel, Christian music. So it had to be from one church gig to another.
Yeah.
Now, also, you have to also see how you could dance the tune of the churches because they
Exactly.
don't really like that much because they don't
Mm-mm.
understand what you do, right? Uh,
Yeah.
but you just really, right? Because you need to understand that there is an audience for you in places, and you need to understand how to go about your appeal has got, got to find your appeal way. Those were the ways we could get the stuff out. But right now is a lot better because we have social media and we have online radio station distribution, various platforms. It's really helped to get the song.
Thank God for media, and thank God for change. Because what you've said, I have heard it from a couple of
But
Afro
fuck
gospel
is really
singers.
bad. Oh
Can you
God.
hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. That Afro gospel, right?
Yes, I've gotten that reply actually from a couple of Afro gospel singers, and they have said that really because of gospel and because of people in diaspora in other nations that listen to gospel, the Afro gospel thing is working out. But then when you still have to go for shows and the shows are gospel concerts and all of that, you would never get called. because really, I mean, what are you coming to do? Speaking of concerts and speaking of events happening and all of that, we don't really get to see most of these Afro gospel guys being called to perform. Is either they go the local way or they go the foreign way. We've not really seen a lot of Afro gospel singers being called for concerts, especially in Africa, which is supposed to hone and own the Afro gospel bits. So, what do you have to say to that? I mean, you're speaking for your colleagues now. Do you see this Afro gospel thing being a hit? Definitely in the world, the way the Afro beats have become a hit. Do you see people like you guys coming to sing such songs in concerts in the coming years? And how soon?
Okay. I believe it's because 5 years wasn't Afro gospel did not have the attention that it has now, right? It doesn't have the followership that it has now. I think that the lesson that a lot of us have learned now, we build communities and begin to, grow those communities so much able to create something that's tangible, right? Build platforms, get to have our own communities, and these people come and we have a wonderful time together. I believe it starts if we still want to wait for people, or you want to wait for church, wait for some to happen, people like imitate, right? So what we've learned, hey, use what you have, right? Take the grow the audience from the community that you have and begin to put what you have as much and as hard as you can, because you cannot wait. You cannot wait for the churches. You cannot wait for some of these gigs because it takes a whole what we call the intentional gospel before they get to your own type of sound, because your type of sound is not necessarily what they gravitate towards.
To start off the movement, move, let people follow you. That's basically it. That's great. So, how really do you deal with obstacles in your music career so far?
Oh, I didn't really get the
We didn't get that. What did you say?
take the question again. You just asked the question.
Yeah, how do you deal with obstacles in your career so far? Because these things you just listed, they're challenges, right? Although you've told us how it can be surmounted, but how have you dealt with some obstacles so far in your music career since you started? I think that should be in 2015.
Mm. Oh,
Was
how
that?
about when my career started?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I've been at it for like over a decade. So
Okay, a decade. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. That's a long time. That's a really, really long time. Really,
yeah.
really long time. And so
So
far, we heard
the
that there was
question
a time.
the question you just asked, that how do I surmount challenges and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. So about that, I think it takes a lot of resilience. It takes a lot of being grounded, knowing, which means that you have to evaluate what it really is you're going for, right? And let that fuel what you do. So, um, I mean, I woke up easy to make it happen. I think your vision, when you keep looking back at that, it should remind you why you do what you do, and then you learn new ways over time, learn to evolve as time goes on. Those are the traits, those are the things that's going to pay off at the end of the day. That keeps you relevant at the end of the day. The message you have is the real deal. You know, make sure that you're not rigid, right? Always looking for new ways, and you're not lazy. That's the way to keep up going.
Versatility. Okay, that's a good way to look at it. Let me just say hello to all of you joining on the live. We see you. Thank you so much for joining so far. Despite some of the technical issues we're having, you guys are really, really patient. Thank you so, so much. Okay, but don't forget to, like us, encourage us with what we're doing. If you have any comments, you can leave it there. We'll read it out as time goes on. And yes, we can see that you're repping your guy. You have people here that are repping you very well. Yeah, we can see that. Also, if you have a question, please do leave it in the question segment, okay? The question button is just towards the right. Yes, the second to the last button towards the right. So just leave it there, and we'll definitely ask Gamey the question that you have. Don't forget to spread the words. Tell everyone about this. Let them come and join in as well. So yes, Gamey, let's go back to our conversation. In 2021, you released a body of work called The Pulpit. I think it's 2021. Am I correct? Am I correct, please?
It's titled Sermon Notes. Sermon
Okay,
Notes,
so
volume.
thank
Yes.
you.
Okay.
And you got messages from the pulpit. I just wanted to ask one question. All those messages that we saw, because there were lots of them, is it from one pulpit, or were you going church to church, church to church to gather all of those?
Okay. I'm a member of Celebrating International, and my pastor is Pastor Emmanuel Iren, right? So that's the church I attend. I decided that into right. So it was from the same. It was from the same pastor, and
That actually shows a lot of passion. The passion that you have for this thing is just enormous. I don't think it's even passion anymore. There should be a stronger word for that. And looking at how far you've come and where you're going, one would be scared that, is he going to leave gospel anytime soon? Is he being encouraged? This environment, is he helping? And all of that. We have a couple of singers that started with gospel and eventually they left. And they're doing well. They're not really singing vulgar stuff, but they sing about life and other issues, right? So are you leaving gospel anytime soon? Are you going to leave in the nearest future? Or are you going to be here, here, here?
Can a man leave his source, or can if a branch cut off from a tree, how can the branch survive?
The source is the sustenance, basically.
Right? It's from a tree. How can it survive? Right? If a river would run dry if it's cut off from the source, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is it. That's not, because I haven't on the mission. Use these things, first, you know that now hell, so they are taking root in things. God is saying, what and also, other services to understand from all of. So I think that what a lot of people do is do more, right, the music.
Wow, Gamey, we tried our best to hear you. We
Oh my,
tried our best. But I think basically what you were trying to say is God is the source and He's the sustenance, and you're not leaving Him anytime soon,
no, I'm
right?
not living.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So since you're not leaving gospel anytime soon, what are we looking forward to getting from you? Are we expecting another body of work?
I just want like anytime, not like anytime soon. Like it's not even an option.
Oh,
You get me?
okay. No, no problem. This is the internet though. If you move, we will bring up this video.
By all means, by all
Okay.
means.
All right. Okay. So, what's the next body of work we're expecting from you? And are we expecting more of what you did in 7?
Okay. Can you hear me? Because I want to be sure you can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I'm working on some new stuff. Really fresh sound. Um, 7 iceberg, and there's a whole lot more coming, right?
Wow.
So still expect. You can already type of artist that I am. So I do. I break it down so that people can get into it and really understand what God says about it. So that's what you encounter when you listen to my music. That's really how I would this from the pulpit and uh, break it down into, and people really were able to like pick stuff. So going forward, the kind of songs experience different sectors of life, different areas of life, and it's gonna be like it's gonna be beautiful. So expect that. I don't have I have a name.
All right. We're going to wait for it to drop before you reveal the big name. And
Uh,
like you've said, different spectrums of life, different things. So yes, we are expectant to hear all of it. Tell us about 7 though, because there are lots of things there. We have let me check it up again. We have enemy lines. We have God keepers. We have where is the love? I mean, who speaks for women in this generation? Except feminists. So how did you even come up with that? What was the inspiration behind the album 7 in the first place? What were you
oh,
thinking? How did it come?
right, around for a long time before I.
Sorry, we didn't get that. What did you say?
You hear me now?
Yes.
songs had been around way before that time, right? So some of the songs you heard, like Enemy,
Yeah.
right? So the word love is something pulled from a true life experience, right? Uh, yes, I had these neighbors back in the day, and they kept during the day, night. It just kept on going on, and it was just at the time. So we could make it stop. True life. I don't know. This network.
We heard the part of the neighbor, and
Okay.
it just kept going on, but we didn't really get the full story. Okay, but definitely it's from a true life experience, and I guess we'll have to go listen to the song word for words to get exactly what happened. The song, by the way, that we're talking about is Enemy Lines for you guys that want to go listen to it. Okay, so how about the other songs? Majority of the other songs. How did you come up with them?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, it comes and goes, like we said.
Okay. That was-
Not a word.
Not a
Not even
word.
one word.
Woo!
Oh my god. Okay. All right. You know what we're going to do? I think we've got most of the information that we want to get. We know a work is coming soon, and we know it's amazing, and we're looking forward to it. We have, and it's going to cover different spectrums. So, what are the genres? What genre are we expecting? Rap, hip hop, definitely. Any other genre we should be expecting? Are we expecting a piano?
I have Afrobeat, and then you get hip hop, you get soul, you get R&B. You, trust me, you
We're
get
getting trap. We're getting trap gospel. Oh my god. That's exciting. If not for this network, I would have really, really loved you to sing, because today is Children's Day and we are God's children and we need someone to celebrate us. But this
Oh,
network won't let us get there.
God.
Yeah. So, but we can just call it a day here. Thank you so, so much, Gamey, for coming through. It's been nice having you. We really appreciate your time, and we do hope that as time goes on, we'll reach out to you. You'll be available for us. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so, so much. As you can see, we had a nice time today, and it will definitely be better as time goes on. It's the Gist Time with Daisy, sponsored courtesy of the Grace Cast Radio. I am Daisy. Please follow me on all social media platforms. It's at Daisy underscore Mark. That is DAISY underscore MAAK. I'll see you next Friday. Check out for the date and for the time that we're going to be having this again. And I promise you, trust me, it's going to be an amazing lineup. See you next week. Bye.